Beating this game below hard mode means you can't watch the credits, and that's the best bit. Instead, it tells you to turn up the difficulty, but finishing tournament fights on hard mode is not easy. Like most fighting games, the cheap AI blocks most of your moves. Fortunately, we can figure out the fighter's basic behaviours and use this against them. So come on, let's get the good ending. Leonardo is the level 1 opponent, unless you play as him. Let him back you into a corner. After some deliberation, he decides to do a running kick. Since you're already holding backwards to block, you can simply press punch to throw him. He also tries a triple flying kick. It's safest to catch him on the third one. Raphael is the toughest turtle in the game. He uses running attacks to close the distance and bite you. You can shut down this sequence by throwing him, either as he's running or at the end of his first kick. When he walks towards you, jump over his head and then grab him. If he starts crouch kicking the air in frustration, you can jump kick his face, as long as you then backflip to safety. Michelangelo is easy to throw. From the start of the fight, jump backwards twice to bait his air special and catch him as he lands, then do this again to bait his ground special. You can win the match just by repeating this process. Alternatively, you can throw him as he charges towards you, but be prepared to deflect air attacks. Donatello has a dangerous special move, which can hit you on the ground or in the air. You can block it in an emergency, but it does damage you slightly. I prefer to walk backwards when he crouches, and then return for a grab. If you run out of room to step backwards, distract Donatello with a jump kick, and make your escape. Like Michelangelo, Donatello is determined to run into your throws. The bonus stage involves breaking through 5 giant Kit Kats. The best way to beat it is to use your special move repeatedly. Leo and Raph must run to the next wall, since their special doesn't land them there. Casey closes the distance between you by jumping. This lets you score easy hits with your anti-air uppercut. It can be hard to counter his running German suplex. It's safer to jump over his head and grab him on the other side. Blocking his tornado special gives you an easy throw. You can punish his other special as well. Hothead is easy to exploit. He constantly charges at you from a distance. After you fool him a few times, he tries to dive on you. Be ready to block this or step back. Shredder is the final boss. You need to avoid his claw attack at all costs. This means looking out for his ground flame attack when keeping your distance. You can potentially win this fight just by jumping and throwing. He also tries an air attack sometimes, so just be ready to uppercut. When playing as Raphael, it can be harder to time his grab move correctly. If you struggle with this, I have an alternative suggestion. Scare Shredder back by punching the air and then jump into him. Once the biting is underway, you can actually charge up your special attack to hit your opponent as they stand up. Now you have the tools to beat the game and finally see the credit sequence, so sit back and enjoy your reward. It's unskippable, by the way.